10 days, or roughly 10 real life hours, is the time I'm gonna be giving myself to complete ARK the island. This includes beating all the 3 bosses as well as the Overseer himself. Will I do it? Will I run out of time? Well, there's only one way to find out. I spawned in and immediately got to work. Why? Because we have absolutely no time to waste. I made a bow and started making my presence known by killing some local wildlife. Then I got an explorer node and started crafting boats. My goal for day 1 is to hopefully have a Rex down, or at least just find Rex. So I try my best to find a good Pteranodon, however, this doesn't really work out. I decided to move my base closer to the river so I could actually farm some metal for later. While the metal was melting and narcotics were cutting, I looked for a Pteranodon yet again. This Pteranodon was level 80, however I was kinda interested in his friend's level as well. Okay, no. While the Pteranodon was taming, I got everything needed for the 4 gates to tame Rexes. Also, in order to ride the Pteranodon, you need a saddle, so you need chitin. And I had 0. So I crossed this river and immediately found some Mega Neuras. Also made sure to get some crystal for a Spyglass, however it was at this point I would face the first major time loss of this challenge. I lost the Pteranodon somewhere in these woods. After eventually finding him, stuck somewhere not even words can comprehend, I returned home. At this point I've been playing for 30 minutes, and we're definitely on pace. Before leaving for Rexes I needed way more tanks, so a trike would benefit me greatly. Back home I made many mortar and pestles to craft narcotics for days. I will probably even give you some narcotics. Wait, that sounds wrong, hold on. Last thing needed was trank arrows, so while the narcotics were crafting, I did my part and made 250 arrows. It took me a very long time, but I did find decent level Rex, right before the 1 hour mark, which fulfills my plan. So I trapped that bad boy up and got to tranking. Also, just in case you wanna try this challenge, make more crossbows, for your own sake. By the time I came back, I had lost 3 in-game hours. So I finished tanking him, and had to go back home for a saddle. After making the saddle, I could finally kill alphas in hopes of getting a new crossbow. And what do you know, 200% damage, 300 durability. Big profit. With my new crossbow, I went ahead and actually looked for another Rex, and it didn't take too long for me to find another high level one. This new crossbow absolutely demolished the Rex. So much so that I had to stop shooting him because he would just die. After he woke up, I immediately bred the 2 so they could lay an egg faster in the future. It's all about time here, come on! Then I went on over to get some polymer as well as pick up my old base. The reason I needed polymer was so I could make the teleporter amongst other things. Now hold on a second. Teleporters in a time-driven challenge, are you insane? Well, my dear viewer, allow me to tell you that this challenge is just for entertainment purposes, and while yes, beating the island in 10 days is definitely possible, you have to do everything perfectly and have very good server rates. We're just going with unimprinted Rexes. For now, just enjoy the rest of it. I built my new base on Herbivore Island, which now I think about it is not the best move time-wise, should have moved somewhere in the middle of the map. Then I tamed an Enki to farm some metal for Rex saddles. Once that was done, I imprinted a few baby Rexes. That's good, but like, why are you all males, bro? Like, whatever. Also, I forgot to change this setting so that I could actually imprint the Rexes. While the Rexes were growing, I went on over to Carm Island to do something. No, I can't really recall what I was trying to do. All I remember though is that I decided to do the Carno cave now, so I didn't have to come back here later. This is by far the easiest cave on the island, probably in the whole game. Back home, I imprinted another Rex. Also, I must stop mentioning this, but just know, whenever the Rex could mate, they mated. Then I made a scuba set, a full fur set, and set out to tame 2 dinos that would help me in boss fights. A mammoth, that proved to be insanely useless, and a Uranus, that I tried to trap and failed. Twice. And then tamed him, cause he took great interest in the gates that I had placed down. While duty was taming, I also made sure to train this wolf to have something to run the caves with. Using my wolf, all the caves were easy. After finishing most of the land-based caves, we finally had to do the water-based ones. For that, I needed any form of water dino, so we taming an Ichi. Both caves are kinda RNG based because you can either run into level 300 Mosasaur, a horde of jellyfish, or a few slow megalodons. Either way, this Ichi runs for his life. And by taking this artifact, we can finally leave the depths of the ocean and move into the refrigerator, aka the ice cave. After battling my way through the cave, I finally made it to the artifact, took it, and we're almost done with all of the artifacts. Last cave I actually thought to be the most difficult, however it's stupidly easy. Just bring a wolf in with you. With all the artifacts obtained, we have green light to attempt the bosses, however, not with these Rexes. Hell nah. Time for some insane leveling on Carno Island. After spending the whole day farming XP, I was pretty much done with the Rexes. I also made sure to tame a Deodon so I didn't have to spend countless hours healing up all the Rexes. The damage was absolutely insane and I had absolutely nothing to worry about. After the fight I decided to heal any Rexes that were low HP because we were gonna jump into the next boss, the big monkey. Also, let me just get this out of the way, I never thought that your dinos can fall in the hole in this boss fight. But they can. Reload save file. Okay, hopefully this time nobody falls in the pit. Oh look, he has a friend. Had a friend. You're dead. Before tackling the dragon, I need to get more Rexes as well as the ones that I've lost. Back home, I put the pig to work yet again, while I went to tame an otter to have a chance to survive the tech cave as well as the dragon's arena. With 3 hours left on the clock and 2 bosses left, soon one, this seemed very possible. The damage we were doing was absurd, but the damage the dragon was doing was absurd. Yeah, that fire damage is very fire. I healed everyone up one last time with the Deodon, took everything I needed for the cave, and so with around 2 hours left on the clock, it's showtime. I moved everyone inside the cave, which proved to be a daunting task, oh my god. To be completely honest with you, the Rexes made up 90% of the difficulty in this cave. Why? Because of stuff like this. I decided to keep going nonetheless, however, I seem to have forgotten what game I'm playing. All good though, kinda, because I made a backup right before the cave and decided to go back in with fewer Rexes this time. At this point I have failed the challenge, but since I made it this far, why not go the extra mile and see if I can actually do it. Oh, oh man. How do you get rid of this guy? Well, you shoot him and hit the gas. Then he's gonna fall into the lava, leaving the road ahead clear for you to pass through. Anyway, enough talk. It's showtime. In case you don't know this boss, I would advise you not to mock him for his low health pool. Why? Because not only does he have immunity phases, but he can also transform into all 3 island bosses, with half the HP of course. During the immunity phase, he summons in minions, and during his vulnerable phase, he runs across the arena, making my Rexes useless when it came to dealing damage. Why? Because they couldn't reach him. Eventually, he transformed into the first boss. You know, at first, I thought this was actually a good thing, because I could get the hard fight done, and have the 2 easier ones left. Well, no. Only 4 of my 6 dinos were attacking the dragon, because the other 2 hid behind the stupid pillar. And after getting them into the fight, we did manage to beat the dragon at the cost of 90% of our HP and 25% of our troops. Yeah, this was not looking good. Despite this, I pushed through and actually managed to deal a lot of damage. However, this boss said, nah, you're losing this. He transformed into the monkey and one-shotted everything I had left. Well, is it possible? Yes, however, it does depend on your server rates, and I'd say that even if I wouldn't have used the teleport, I could have still made to the boss by the time 10 days were up. Still, it was a pretty good attempt.